part 2 in the series of SLAM, and I'm going to just show you two more examples and think of it in terms of dependency injection for the sake of unit testing, not for the sake of extensibility, as I hope I set the stage well in the last presentation. And this first one's fairly simple. It's just to demonstrate that although static functions might be easy to override, instance functions are just as easy with SLAM. So we have a class called instance method, which has a function that adds two integers and returns that value. And then I have the instance method that I want to replace with it of the Newton math, which does the same thing and then subtracts 100. So as I run this bit, we'll see in the output that the current value of the instance method of 1 and 1 is 2. And then after I slam it, and I'll call that exact same method, but this time I'll get negative 98, which is the return value of the new method. Seems fairly basic. Next, I'm going to show you some more complicated scenarios, one of which is overloaded functions. Maybe this is more for me, but the task of associating the IL code with the correct constructor or function has to do with also parameter matching. So in this case, I have a class with a handful of overloaded functions, some that take an integer, some that take a string, and some that take a float. And I'm going to actually only override a couple of those, and we're going to return a couple of different things. Instead of the number itself, we're going to return these text values. So we can see in our output window here that we have the integer returns 1, the float returns 1.1, and the string returns 1. Now, we're only going to overload a handful, or two of those three, the int and the string, and not the float. And as we log that output, we'll see the float remain the same, but the slammed functions were appropriately replaced.